What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 36th part of the third book, so let's get started. Well, the following is said, both nowadays by those who take their name from a tiny part of the city and its surroundings, and are called peripatetic or academic philosophers, and long ago by those whom the Greeks called political philosophers because of their exceptional knowledge of the most important matters, and who thus bore a name derived from the state as a whole. Every speech that has to do with the life of the citizen is concerned with one of two types of issues being a question either about controversies that are delimited by specific occasions and parties. For example, whether it would be a good decision to recover our prisoners of war from the Carthaginians by returning theirs, or about the entire category in the abstract. What should be our general judgment and position regarding prisoners of war. The first of these types they call a case or a controversy, and they specify three varieties: court cases, deliberations, or leisurely speeches. The second kind of question, which is indefinite and is, as it were, a proposition, is labeled an inquiry. The rhetoricians also employ these divisions to their teaching, but by the way in which they do so, they give the impression that they are not recovering their lost estate before the praetor or in court, or, for that matter, by using force. Rather, it seems that they are asserting their rights only by symbolically breaking off a twig. They do hold on to the former type, the one delimited by occasions, places, and parties, but barely by a thread for right now. The study and exercise for these cases have also come to be included in the teachings of Phileo, who, I hear, is very influential in the academy. And as for the second type, they merely mention it at the beginning of their system, saying that it belongs to the order, but without setting out its meaning or its nature or its species or its classes. So it would have been better for them to pass over it entirely, rather than to touch upon and then abandon it. In that way, their silence might have seemed intentional, but now it is clear that they indeed have nothing to say on the subject. Alright, guys, so thank you for joining me today in this reading session. See you tomorrow, the next part. Thank you soon. Bye.